What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the channel. Alright, today we're finally going to install this set I got for the Hellcat from LIGHTINGTRENDZ. I had the good lights and everything to put them back up. I mean, we're going to try, I heard this shit was hella hard, but I mean, hey, we're going to get it done. Installed them yet, so we're finna knock these out. Let's get to it, though. Let's go and get to it. Oh, shit. About to move, all my damn keys. Move Pyro Savage out the garage. Red key, don't matter. Alright, so before I get into it, I'm gonna go over the tools they say you're required to do this installation. You need a pry tool, flathead screwdriver, a cutting tool, power drill, adhesive and sealant. Same thing, I guess. Oven is optional. Beading wire is optional, and some gloves, which is optional. So I have my tool thing, and I got my drill, and I got my flathead screwdriver. I'm not using all the rest of this. And I got my adhesive too. So, actually in the house, I need to get it. But first thing I'm gonna do, you gotta take out these screws around it, and you gotta take out. Usually it's like the little clip things, but I got a Nova stretch, so I gotta remove my bolts, whatever, and it go all the way up here. And there's some at the bottom, I believe, too. But I'll show y'all when I'm doing that. First, I'm going to go ahead and take off the Nova stretch. No V stretch. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and take off the cover pieces and everything. I already took the cover off. That ain't nothing but simple, just pull up, that's all. These, I'm gonna take my flathead and just put it in a crease and then pull up. Easy. Alright, so I went ahead and took all the things out. Don't be dumb like me and try to take this part off. I don't know why. I thought it came out like like on the Challenger and everything, so I tried to do it and look what happened. I done broke it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the side screws. Let me show y'all. Side screws. Alright, also you're gonna have these 2 screws to take out your side light. And I believe I used a 1/8. Let me show y'all. Also want to note, when you take these off, don't worry about mixing them up because they have left and right on them. Just look at the L and the R, so you be straight. So, all right, but now I got both of those already done, the sides done. So now I'm finna do the bottom. All right, so update. When I was reading the what you needed for the job, that was coming from the Lighting Trends paper itself, whatever. So I mean, but I already done added like 3 tools already that I needed to take off stuff. I needed my needles, and then I need a sock. I use something else too, but that's not important. Whatever. I mean. So these you're gonna need my socket wrench, and the size is a 7 millimeter for the bottom ones. You can see those. For these, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 8 or 9 of these things that you're gonna take off. You see it? This shit fucked up. God damn. On the top, you can remove these 2 right here. You're gonna have 2 of these. Alright, so with these on the top, use with T27. I use T27 to get these out. Alright, so I'm back with these clips and bolts again, or nuts again, whatever you want to call them. Take your fucking tires off. I'm trying. Just take your tires off. Don't try to do that shit when you turn the fucking steering wheel and shit. Trust me, just take them shits off. Cause you gotta get to all these clips right here. It's gonna be 3 clips at the bottom. Take out these 2. Cause you want to be able to pull. It's better to pull all this shit out. See, I still got more shit too. I might be able to do this shit. Alright, so cause you want to be able to pull this shit out far. Cause you want to get to, let me see if y'all can see these nuts. Alright. Up here. So you'll see up here, it's gonna be 2 10 millimeter nuts, whatever, or lugs. You gotta take off, whatever you wanna call them, or screws. I don't know what the fuck. Take these out. 2. That's 1, and it's gonna be another one right there. Do the same on both sides, and then the shit should come off. So I'm gonna do a rundown again. So we got all these clip things, those 2 screws. These you don't have to take this out. I just chose to take it out so I can just pull it out like this and then plug it back in and then screw it back in. I mean, it's easy for me. But you could just unclip this from the inside, but I just do that. You got all these pins and the 2 nuts right here, and you should be good. Oh yeah, and the ones at the bottom, whatever, that I showed y'all at the bottom, that was up under the splitter thing, whatever, the bumper itself. These right here. And again, this was a 7. Let's see it, 7. All right, so I'm gonna go and knock out both of those bolts. So take out those 2 screws, or whatever you want to call them. I don't know. And the shit should be coming off. All right. It's fucking raining now. But we're gonna get this shit done though. This shit irritating as fuck. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. This shit. I about quit about 3 times already by now. So. But all right, we're gonna get to these little things, and then next time I cut this shit on, I should be taking this bump off.
2,000 years later.
Okay, so finally, after forever trying to get this shit off, I finally got it off. Those 2 bolts was the ones that was keeping it on there that I ain't know nothing about. But it's off now. Alright, so with the headlights, I remove 4 screws. So you got 1 right here, 2, 3, other one like right there, 4. And you can use T27, which you used before, or in my case I can't reach back there with the one I got, so I'm gonna use my socket, which is a 8. So it should, once you remove them, it should pop right back, just pop straight out. All right, once you got your screws off, you should be able to just pull it out. And with these, like when you got a newer year, it's not like the old ones where you can just turn it and pull it, whatever. You push this clip in, it should pop right out. There you go. Now the fun part. Okay, now before you do any kind of heating or anything, you're just gonna take off these brackets. Got 2 screws on each side. One, another one here. See, and that's gonna be a T20. So take that off, and then I'm not doing the oven method. You know, we put it in the oven, whatever. I'm just gonna use a heating gun. And just gonna go around the edges and pry it off. So let me go on and take these screws off, and then I'll do the heating stuff. After you done take the screws off, they just pop off. Just pull it straight up. Pull it straight up. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so now it's gonna take your heat gun. It's gonna go around. So then you're gonna take your flathead or whatever you want to take, and just I'm trying to do it with my hand. But you already see it, and this is one hand too. Let me see. See it already pulling up, but you're gonna just pry or just push it. Try to get all the. Should suck trying to do it with one hand, but you're gonna push it. Just gonna push it, push, and just push to try to separate the lens from the back. That's all. All right, so now that you remove this, you're gonna remove the 4 screws from the I don't know, from the cover thing, I guess, to get to the lights and stuff. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's the same screw size you've been using, the T20. Alright, so now, after those screws are done, you should be able to just pull it off. And get to this. Alright, so now you're gonna take these off, the screws. You're gonna unplug these. So it's just a little clip. All 3. you can either cut them out or just tuck them in. I'm tucking them in just in case. Probably won't never get rid of the vehicle, but it's so I want to take this stuff off and put it back to factory. So you can just tuck them, whatever. And so what you're gonna do with these, when you unscrew them, you're gonna replace them. The ones that come with your kit. So that's same size, same exact thing fit. So I'm gonna do that right quick, and then I'll be right back. All right, so once you I didn't record me putting the boards on and unscrewing everything. That's pretty much self-explanatory. So once you do the boards and everything, and then if you get the halo ring too, you're gonna put the halo ring around the projector, which is simple. You just put it over there. But if you use it's double-sided tape, so use alcohol to clean around it like I did, and just put it on there straight as possible. And then all the cords though, you're gonna have to drill a hole somewhere around nothing, like in the middle probably of all the cords, so you can better run them all out, which you see here, including the halo, because you're gonna better plug them up. And then just repeat the steps, but same way you took this off, you're just gonna put it back on the 4 screws. And what I would do is test them out first before you put the reseal and everything. All right, so I didn't do the Bluetooth box. I did I don't know what the Bluetooth box actually come with, but I did just a regular remote. So you're gonna take that one piece that has all the plugs, and you're gonna run them to the box, and it's pretty self-explanatory. The color codes, it's gonna color coordinate it. Put them in there. And with that, you're gonna need a real small flathead screwdriver. I didn't have one, so I just used a razor blade and a knife to turn them and put them on and tighten them up. And the top part, you're just gonna take your positive, negative, and your fuse box thing. You're gonna run those inside here, and it tells you to negative and positive. The same thing. And then you're gonna put your positive, and then find a ground for the negative, which are right here. All right, so once you have all your wires plugged up, you gonna just pretty much plug all these right here. You're just gonna plug them up in those, and take your light, run them to the wires you got plugged up. Let me plug them up. My phone died, whatever, so I didn't record me doing none of the shit. I was like installing the back end. But it's the same way you took everything off, you put it back on with the headlights and everything too. But with the ceiling part, I just use this right here. I didn't even use the shit that they said use. It's like Bustle ceiling or some shit like that. I don't know. I got this from Advanced Auto. It was like $7, whatever. I would say get like 3, because it's just like when I opened my casing, whatever, and took the seal it, like unsealed and everything, I like bent it up, way up and everything like that. But I sealed it fine, man. I just put a shitload of it on there. And make sure you seal like your wirings, like where you drill the hole in the back, seal that shit real good. I wish I recorded, man, but I apologize for that. But I'll show y'all the finished thing of everything. So this is a remote. Once again, I didn't do the Bluetooth, nothing like that. I just did the remote. This is what it looked like, all the settings and stuff. So cut it on. Let me cut it on. Okay, so it's like brightest right now. So that's on. That's a 10, like the low. So you got fade, fade 3, flash, jump 7, jump 3. And, you can change like the speed or whatever. Slow it down if you want to. Alright, so colors. Show you how all the colors work too. You got red, green, blue, yellow, purple, and white. Let me get the angle of everything. Alright, so I'm finna show y'all how far this shit actually, like you can change the colors and everything while you in the car with no problem. Alright, so we gonna cut them on. Alright, so we at red. I'm gonna just change the colors, but I'm gonna go backwards though. And they bright as shit. Back at red. I'm in the street right now. I'm in a neighborhood. It's still changing colors. Now I'm like across the street. And my neighbor's darn thing. That's how far I am. And I'm still changing my colors and shit. Remember to like and subscribe. And thank y'all for watching. And I'll see y'all next time. Alright.